Mr. Speaker, cyber attacks are almost commonplace in recent years. In fact, in May 2017, billionaire businessman Warren Buffett said to his investors that cybersecurity could be the #1 problem for mankind. The numbers confirm this. In the first 6 months of 2017, globally there were more than 900 data breaches in the first 6 months of last year. Analysts said that the damage caused by cybercrimes globally could hit $6 trillion annually by 2021. No country has been spared. Singapore has been targeted by cyber criminals. We must put in place laws to safeguard our critical cyber systems and infrastructure. I have 3 points of concern, namely on costs, processes, and manpower needs. In meeting the requirements, critical information infrastructure CII sectors will have to impose more stringent requirements on their systems or require the vendors to do so. This will inevitably lead to higher costs, as pointed out by many members of this House. In the report on the consultation outcome paper released by MCI, it was stated that MCI will not be providing grants to offset the cost of audits and risk assessments because they are regulatory requirements. However, it will work with the sectors to streamline requirements so that they can minimize compliance costs incurred because of the bill. May I then ask what is estimated compliance cost involved for the various sectors? For sectors that face greater complications in meeting the requirements, are there existing schemes that they can tap onto for this purpose? What is the timeline for the implementation of these compliance measures? Companies might not only need time to ramp up the compliance capabilities, but also need technical guidance from MCI. My next point is on processes. While we must not compromise on security, we must ensure that the reporting processes are not unnecessarily onerous. Companies and their staff already face substantial reporting requirements to other government bodies. We must seek to rationalize compliance for ease of operations without compromising on security. While a strong cybersecurity agency, or CSA, is necessary for cybersecurity, it must not also intrude upon privacy unnecessarily. The Ministry has assured that there are safeguards in place, and it will adopt a calibrated approach depending on the severity of the attacks. Can the Ministry also share more if it will adopt a tiered or classification system that will spell out the scope or limits of investigation depending on the level of severity of the incident or attacks? For example, the security agencies have used threat-level systems to decide on the intensity of preparation and fortification that needs to be done. Could a similar system be put in place so that stakeholders and parties involved will have a clearer picture of what is required of them should a cyber attack or breach of systems happen? And more importantly, the requirements needed of them during peacetime as it affects business costs and manpower requirements. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to know if the cybersecurity manpower is sufficient to achieve the aims of this bill. While our IHLs have been training more students and MOM has introduced professional conversion programs for the IT sector, and they have been in place for some time now, will the supply be sufficient? How can the Ministry work with MOE, MOM, and even NTUC to ensure that there will be sufficient manpower to meet our future needs? On a separate but related matter, in 2017, data security firm Checkpoint Software Technologies ranked Singapore as the world's top spot to launch global cyber attacks from. While the attacks might originate somewhere, being a technology hub in Southeast Asia means that we have a high amount of internet traffic from other countries going through us. We are a hub with high intertrade and data connectivity. It is inevitable that some attacks will originate from Singapore and other similar hubs. Yet, it is also our global responsibility to stop attacks where possible. It is also an opportunity to provide a trusted gateway for countries and businesses. It establishes Singapore as a secure business node. We must not stop exploring and developing ways for us to be used as a gateway for global cybersecurity. In spite of the concerns, this bill puts us in the right direction in hardening our systems for both current and future security needs. With this, I support this bill. Thank you.